Hi, I'm Jerry Michalski. A week before the 2016 elections, I put a longish video on YouTube about what I thought was happening. Then, of course, mind blown on election night. So a week after the election, I put up a series of shorter videos trying to explain what happened after Trump's win and why he won and so forth. A lot of time has passed. It is now just after the first Democratic debate with 20 people debating over 2 nights in the 2020 electoral cycle. And I've put together what might act as a field manual for dealing with Trumpism in this electoral cycle. I'm no fan of Trump's, but I respect Trump and what he's done and how he's done it. I've been telling the things that I'm going to record now to a bunch of friends, and many of them have said, hey, have you put this online? So here goes. Let's see how this works out. I'll start with a really touchy thing. Like, is Trump smart? This has really caused many an argument. Is he intelligent? You can't use the word intelligence. Although you have to realize that there is street smart. There is a kind of savviness that is a form of intelligence. It's just not book smart. It's not academic smart. It's not theoretic smart, any of those kinds of things. But I think the big problem here is that we are in deep, deep shit if we misunderestimate Donald J. Trump, to borrow a little word from W. And what happened in the electoral cycle was we watched as 16 of his Republican opponents completely underestimated him, and he picked them off one by one. So thinking that he's stupid, standing on that belief, insisting on it, is to me a sure path to perdition. Like you are on your way south, because he seems to survive everything that the system and his opponents can throw at him. Things that would break anybody else, he just shrugs off. So I'm going to tell the story over a series of short videos, but I just want to say that Trump is probably smarter than most people give him credit for. And I think starting with that assumption is good, because starting with the opposite assumption merely gets you in a lot of trouble later on down the road. Do not misunderestimate Donald Trump. The path that Donald Trump took to get elected in 2016, which was a squeaker, and I think the night before, the night of the election, I don't think he thought he was going to win. It was clearly a long shot. He was aiming for, hey, this is great. I got so much free media. Now do I start Trump TV? What do we do? But then he caught the car. And I think that the path he took was very intentional and was possibly the only path that could have gotten him to victory, which is really weird, because the week before the election, I'm thinking, how can anybody who's insulted every small group, every minority group, how can anybody who insulted women, who insulted the military, who did this systematically, actually win an election? And it turns out that what he was doing was building a following that understood what he was doing. And getting there is kind of weird.